Today we're talking about sales calls. One of the most important things that you and I do on a day in and day out basis as a freight broker is make sales calls. The reason why we make sales calls is we have to establish relationships with shippers so that we can earn their trust and move some of their freight. That's how we make money. And when we start making sales calls, what happens? We get shippers that object. So one of the most common objections, one of the first ones that you'll deal with, is when shippers tell you we're customer routed, right? What that simply means is the shipper is saying that the customer is responsible for the freight movement. They aren't responsible for that part. So what you usually say as a new freight broker is, okay, thank you so much for your time, and you move on to your next sales call. But should you say that? Because at the end of the day, you have the shipper on the phone. You have the person that can make decisions about freight. And they've just said, we're customer routed. They very well might be customer routed, but they also might just be telling you that to get you off of the phone. So in this video today, I'm going to share with you how I handle feedback from customers when they tell me they're customer routed. When they use that term, we're customer routed, there's something that you should be saying to extend that conversation. Here's what I would say if a shipper said to me, hey, Brandon, thank you so much for reaching out, but we're customer routed. The first word out of my mouth would be that person's name. I would say, hey, Mike, would you mind sharing with me the contact information for the person that's responsible for freight movement over there? Can you point me in the right direction? I would like to offer that person some trucks. And then I shut up. I wait for his response. Now, the reason why I'm asking this question is because he's the transportation manager. He's the shipper. So the likelihood of him knowing who the shipper is at the other facility, especially if they're working together, is highly likely.